In the words of Sheriff Woody, hey howdy hey, and welcome into the most magical game show on earth. As always, I am your host, Bryan Perri, and this is Disney Jeopardy. We've completed 148 episodes in this show, filled with over 4,000 clues. But if you're a newcomer, we've got 26 brand new ones up my sleeve. As a reminder, last week the Final Jeopardy wheel landed on Moana 2, which means this week I'm forced to present you with 5 different trivia clues all about the film from 2024. If you haven't seen that film, yikes. That's not a good start, but I do have 4 other categories to test you on as well. So without further delay, let's take a look at the board and see what episode 149 is all about. Yes, Moana 2 will kick things off. Hopefully you've seen it. If not, let's move on to the second category. That is villain quotes. Your third category I'm very excited about. That's sports team puzzle. That's interesting. The theme park category is I Am Speed, all about some of Disney's fastest attractions. And finally, what did the club DJ members choose this week? They chose college. Yes, in the words of James P. Sullivan and one Asher Roth, I love college, and 41% of you apparently do as well. It picks up the win in a close poll. You see Home Alone 2 is once again your runner-up. You know what that sound means. It's time for the cupcake round, the easiest clues of the game, as we look at the board and get started with Moana 2. Unlike in the original movie, Moana brings this animal sidekick along with her on her adventure in the second film. Hey Hey made both the trip in Moana 1 and Moana 2, but in the second film, we get to see Pua tag along for the first time.
Can I talk to you for a second?
Pua! This is Pua.
Let's move on to villain quotes for 200. So sorry for the rude welcome, old boy, but I couldn't have you making a scene when we put your furry friends in their cages. The villain I'm looking for is Clayton from Tarzan.
Sorry about the rude welcome, old boy, but I couldn't have you making a scene when we put your furry friends in their cages.
Okay, it's now time for sports team puzzle. I had some fun with this one. Look, when you're 500 plus categories into this show's history, you're bound to get some wonky ones like this. Essentially what I did was I created an image of different things from the Walt Disney Company, and you'll have to piece them together and tell me which NFL, NBA, MLB, or NHL team it represents. The 4 major sports. Here we go. Here's your first image. All right. Which professional sports team does this image represent? Well, this image is made up of 2 parts. You've got Chief Bogo from Zootopia, and you've got Disney dollars. So what am I looking for? I'm looking for the Buffalo Bills. All right, you'll get the hang of it. Now it's on to I Am Speed. Opened in 2012, this California adventure attraction races its way to speeds of up to 40 miles per hour. I wish it went a little faster. I feel like when you're racing someone, it might be more fun if you're going faster than 40 miles per hour, but either way, it's still a great attraction. The correct answer is Radiator Springs Racers. Final clue of the cupcake round belongs to college. Pixar's first theatrically released prequel. Correct answer is Monsters University.
You look great, Wazowski.
You know, if you're gonna prank someone, the least you could do is think of something clever. What's happening? I don't get it.
I love college.
We're on to the 400-point round. Back to Moana 2 we go. This character from the original Moana film makes an appearance in the post-credit scene. It's kind of a post-credit / mid-credit scene. Correct answer is the giant crab, Tamatoa.
Oh, sorry, are we not doing evil laughs?
We're moving on to villain quotes for the second time. I've got 24 hours to get rid of this bozo, or the entire scheme I've been setting up for 18 years, goes up in smoke, and you are wearing his merchandise? One of my favorite villains of all time from a very underrated movie. The correct answer is...
I've got 24 hours to get rid of this bozo. Well, the entire scheme I've been setting up for 18 years goes up in smoke, and you are wearing his merchandise!
Next year, I'm asking Santa for those air herks. Here comes Sports Team Puzzle for 400. Piece the two images together to come up with your sports team. Well, on the left, you've got the old Streets of America from MGM Studios. May she rest in peace. And that part of the Streets of America was the New York Street. You combine that with that fox on the right. What was his name again? Oh, that's right. It's Nick. So you've got the New York Knicks. Go New York, go New York, go. We're moving on to I Am Speed for 4. The fastest attraction inside a Disney theme park. We just got the third version of this ride. The correct answer is Test Track. Back to college we go. Legally Blonde is a 20th Century Fox film that follows Elle Woods and her journey to this law school. Now that we've acquired a 20th Century Fox, does that mean Elle Woods is a Disney princess? Sure. Add her to the website. Yeah, there we go. She fits right in. Correct answer is Harvard. The 600-point round is quickly approaching. Please watch your step. It's Moana 2. The mysterious sunken island Moana is trying to get to in the film. The answer is Mutafetu. Here comes your third villain quote of the game. It's worth 600 points. I'll make him writhe. I'll see him wriggle like a worm on a hook. Let's go back to the 80s for the correct answer. 1989, to be exact. Great album. Correct answer is Ursula.
Triton's daughter will be mine. And then I'll make him writhe. I'll see him wriggle like a worm on a hook.
Halfway point of the game brings us to another sports team puzzle. Ooh, this one's fun. There are 3 images that you have to add together. All right, so this one was a little harder. You might be looking at the middle of the image and seeing a saber tooth. So is it the Sabres? No. Is it the Nashville Predators? No, because where would you get the Nashville? Instead, you've got sand. Sand. Stay with me. And in the middle, that's Diego from Ice Age, which is technically owned by Disney. So you've got Sand Diego. Then you've got Friar Tuck, who is a Padre. That's right. It is the San Diego Padres. Hey, they're going to get harder. What can I say? Here comes I Am Speed for the 3rd time. Put these 3 Walt Disney World roller coasters in order based on their top speeds. Just because you are the tallest doesn't mean you are the fastest. In fact, the tallest coaster on this list is the slowest on this list. That is Expedition Everest, which peaks around 50 miles per hour. Rock and Roller Coaster comes in second. That's around 57. And then nearly touching 60 is Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. Let's finish off the 600-pointers with college. This college was home to the famous A113 classroom that is subtly inserted into different Pixar films. A113 is a classroom found at Cal Arts. Can I get a chi? Who's ready for the 800-point round? I hope you are, because it's about to begin. Moana 2 gives us our start. The name of Moana's sister. Her name is Samaya.
You said you'd bring me a present.
Well, let me see.
Whoa. What's it do?
Your fourth villain quote of the game is worth 8. Shall we review your alphabet today? You know, if you didn't watch the other 99% of The Hunchback of Notre Dame, you might read this quote and say, oh, this guy's not too bad. He's teaching someone the alphabet. What a nice, kind fellow Frollo is.
Shall we review your alphabet today?
Oh, yes, Master. I would like that very much.
Unfortunately, you do have to watch the other 99% of the film to discover that, yep, he might be the worst. Got a great song, though. Here comes Sports Team Puzzle for 800. Ooh, this one's interesting. Only 2 images. Come up with the team. So, were a lot of you thinking Prince something, Prince Charming, Sheriff, Prince Once Upon a... You'd be wrong. You need to know this actor's name. The actor who played Prince Charming in Once Upon a Time was Josh Dallas. And who do we have on the right? We have Sheriff Woody, who is also a cowboy. So you've got the Dallas Cowboys. Here comes I Am Speed for 8. Reaching speeds of up to 47 miles per hour, Rex's Racer is a shuttle roller coaster that opened in this Disney park in 2018. You can find nearly identical versions of this ride in both Paris and Hong Kong, except over there, they're known as RC Racer. You'd have to go to Shanghai Disney in order to find a Rex's Racer. Final clue before the 1000s, it's college for 8. Beaverton University will appear in Pixar's next film, set to release in early 2026. Pixar's next film is Hoppers.
So let me get this straight. You created a fake animal.
Yes.
Which makes the other animals think you're an animal.
Yes!
Guys, this is like Avatar.
This is nothing like Avatar.
20 clues are down, and 6 remain, including Final Jeopardy. But before we get there, whoa, slow down. You know what time it is. It is time for the most overly dramatic soundtrack infused unnecessarily spotlighted part of the game, the 1,000-point round. Hit it. Yes, the 1,000-point round is here, but before we get started, let me tell you about next week's episode 150. Yes, I am celebrating the 150th episode of Disney Jeopardy, and to do so, I will be presenting all of you with one round of 50 clues. That's right, the board is going to look completely different. We will see the return of some of your favorite categories, including Brian's terrible drawing, so I need to work on my art skills in advance of that episode, because I know a lot of you have some big expectations. But yes, be ready for next week's 150, because you'll have 50 clues headed your way. All right, let's get back to the game. It's the 1,000 pointers, beginning with Moana 2. At one point, while conversing with Kelly, Maui claims to be his elder and this many years old. We find out that Maui is 3,000 years old. Here comes your final villain quote of the game. You're speechless, I see. A fine quality in a wife. At first, it might sound like Gaston, but it's not. No, it is Jafar.
I have chosen a husband for you. What? You will wed Jafar.
You're speechless, I see. A fine quality in a wife.
I will never marry you.
Here comes your final clue from Sports Team Puzzle. 3 images, combine them, get your answer. You gotta know your hockey teams in this one. You've got Minnie on the left, you've got a cola or soda can in the middle, and finally, no, that's not Madagascar, that's the often forgotten Disney film, The Wild. So you've got the Minnesota Wild. Yeah, I nailed that, I sure did. All right. I Am Speed is next. Not only is this ride the longest roller coaster ever built within a Disney park, but it's also the 9th longest roller coaster of all time, with a length of over 6,000 feet. The correct answer is the Incredicoaster. Final clue on the board before Final Jeopardy. It's college. Kurt Russell stars as Dexter Riley, a student at Medfield College in this 1969 live-action Disney film. You have to go way back for the correct answer. That is the computer or tennis shoes.
That's the last time I'll do that.
Episode 149 of Disney Jeopardy is nearly complete. To finish it, we need one more clue. And to get that clue, we need to spin that wheel. It's the Final Jeopardy wheel spin. We're starting to run out of movies. No, that's not true. We still have over 50 animated films on the wheel. What will it land on today? Let's find out. Say it with me, D-U-M-B-O. Somehow, I haven't done a Dumbo category in the first 148 episodes of this show's history. That all changes in episode 151. Not next week, because next week's got a weird format with it being the 150th episode special. Yes, Dumbo will be one of your 5 categories in episode 151. Hopefully you remember a thing or two about the classic Disney film, because it is your focus in this week's Final Jeopardy. Make your wagers. And make sure you rewatch Dumbo in advance of episode 151. This way, you're well prepared to ace the category. How well will you do this week? Well, let's find out. Here's your Final Jeopardy clue. While the Casey Jr. circus train is traveling up a mountain in the film, it famously says, "I think I can, I think I can." Once it makes it over the hilltop, it starts saying this on the way back down. Good luck. And time is up. Dumbo, one of the only Disney films to have multiple attractions within Disneyland Park. It has Dumbo, the flying elephant, of course, but it also has Casey Jr. Circus Train, which is the focus of Final Jeopardy here. Did you get it right? The train said, "I think I can, I think I can," and then it said, "I thought I could, I thought I could."
And I think I can, 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 I thought I could, I thought I could, I thought I could, I thought.
And that does it for episode 149 of Disney Jeopardy. Thank you so very much for watching. Bunny, can you believe we are doing the 150th episode next week? I can't believe it myself. I know. You have to make multiple appearances. It's what the fans want. Anyway, yes, 150th episode of Disney Jeopardy is next week. Also, shout out to King Louie and Mia, 2 huge Disney Jeopardy fans. And yes, big Bunny Eclipse fans. They're big fans. What do you think of that, Bunny, huh? Club DJ members, no poll for episode 150, but multiple polls for episode 151. The first one is on your screen. So make your wagers. Wagers? Make your selection on which category you would like to see join Dumbo in episode 151. And now it's time for Disney Jeopardy Pets. Thanks to everyone for sending in pictures of their pets and sidekicks watching Disney Jeopardy. I really get a kick out of all these images. I love all the Disney Jeopardy fans, but the pets and sidekicks, yeah. I think they're my favorite viewers of all. Another shout out, happy birthday, Linda. I missed your birthday a couple of weeks ago, but happy belated, I should say. Now, you know the deal. If you like what you saw, do me a favor, subscribe and click that bell icon. Hello, bell. This way, you're notified every time we come out with brand new content. I've been your host, Bryan Perri. I'll see you next week for episode 150. I've got to go give Bunny a bone. A bone. A tree. Alright, let's go. This is torture. See you guys next week.
Goodbye.